Namaste. This is Dr. G. Murali Krishna. I am from Karnool, and today I would like to speak some something about yoga in on the occasion of Yoga Day 2026, and Manushi Yoga given me this excellent opportunity to talk about yoga and my experiences in my life about yoga. Okay, we can go forward. Actually, I am residing in Karnool town. It is located in Andhra Pradesh state. Now I am 46 years old. Actually, yoga I started in the age of 19 without knowing anything about yoga. At that age, I simply going to college. I think at that time I am studying my graduation. Actually, I am following whatever the traditions my family is following. Like that, I'm simply going to college and coming and studies like that. Every day is going like that. Meanwhile, surrounding my residence area, my neighbors is going to one Swami, one ashram near to Karnool. Simply, they were following that Swami, and for one time they told me, if you come to their Swami, this is then that will be very good to develop your memory skills and your studies like that. They told me. Immediately, I went on one Paurnami day, and I got Upadesha from one Swami near my Karnool town. Then I started Dhyana Yoga at the age of 19 years, simply every day starting at 4 a.m. I used to take bath and then I used to sit on Dhyana Mudra for 1 hour. Simply, I am doing this model for 6 months to 1 year. At that age, also, I don't know anything about yoga. After completion of my graduation, slowly I am learning about yoga. And yoga means yoga derived from a word, Sanskrit word, yuj, that is yuj, means union of Atma to Paramatma, self to Paramatma. Like this union of Manas and Atma, and means we have to concentrate our voice, our brain, and our talk in one line. That can be said as yoga. And in ancient days, yoga is described in Upanishads. From Vedic period, it is described in different mudras, like in Indus Valley civilization, that's shown in Pashupati Mudra. Later in Upanishads also said, many Upanishads said about concentration of mind and about manas and what will be inside our human body, what will be happening. This and all said in many Upanishads like Mandukya Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, Ishavasya Upanishad, Burhad Aranyaka Upanishad. Like this, in many Upanishads, yoga explained very well and very keenly it described. And in later stages, Upanishad, after Upanishads, Patanjali Yoga Sutras were described by Maharshi Patanjali. This is very excellent Yoga Sutras, very excellent topic about yoga. It described about human psychology very well, and total Yoga Sutras were 196, and it classified into 4 chapters. First, Samadhi Yoga, Sadhana Yoga. It will called as Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, Vibhuti Pada, Kaivalya Pada. In these 4 chapters, total 196 sutras were described in this Yoga Sutras. It excellently classified human brain and about human psychology. It excellently described. Among these Yoga Sutras, one excellent topic, Ashtanga Yoga, described in this Patanjali Yoga Sutras. That means every human has to follow any one of these Ashtanga Yoga, means 8 steps to attain moksha or to attain Kaivalya. Kaivalya means, or moksha means, blissful state, always happiness state of mind. Every human will be happy whenever we got some money, some property, whenever we got some, like every human will think our education will happen in a good manner. After that, we have to earn something money, and after that we will construct a house. We will lead our life happily, like that. Every human will be thinking like that. We have to think beyond that to get that blissful state. That blissful state means always happiness. If we got money, we will be happy. Like that, if we got some troubles, we will be in sorrow. But yoga will give always happiness. Yoga will give a capacity to us to be happy and to be in balanced mind. So that Patanjali Yoga Sutras said about this Ashtanga Yoga, means Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Like this, going through these 8 steps, one can attain Raja Yoga, means one can attain that blissful state. If we go in depth about this Ashtanga Yoga, first we have to follow yamas. In Ashtanga Yoga, yamas are very important, that has to follow by self. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. Like this, from yamas, we will see, if we see in the history of India, Mahatma Gandhi followed ahimsa. By that only ahimsa, he attained very huge results. If we see the result, by the concept of only ahimsa, we attained independence, our independence to India. With this simple concept, Mahatma Gandhi attained this independence. Like that, if we observe epic Ramayana, Sri Rama followed only Satya, only one concept of this emas, so that he can achieve many heights, many attitudes in his life, even though Sri Rama period was very old and ancient. Now also we are recollecting about his Satya, how he followed Satya. Like that, these yamas are very important in our life. Next, if we go to niyamas, Saucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara, Pranidhanani. Like that, Patanjali Maharshi described niyamas. We have to follow ourself, every aspect of this niyamas. We have to be saucha, means we have to take every day bath, and we have to maintain cleanliness so that our mind will be peaceful, so that we can be getting santosha. Santosha means we will be in our mind will be always santosha, means ananda. Tapas. Tapas means if anything we have to attain, if anything to we aimed, that aim should be every minute we have to remember, so that will be called as tapas. Then swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means every person has to follow our elders, what our elders told about our growth to our life growth. We have to follow that elders, and we have to study the scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Brahma Sutras. Like that, we have to follow that scriptures, so that we will enhance our brain to attain moksha. That we can call as swadhyaya. We have to follow satsangas also, like this sessions, yoga sessions like this. We have to follow that satsangas. After that, in swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, whatever our karmas, we have to give that karma phalita to God. That is called Ishvara Pranidhanani. Every person has to do karma, should not afraid about bad karma or good karma. This is said in Bhagavad Gita. Every person has to do his karma. Either it may be good or bad, that has to give to, that result has give to God. So that we have to arpan that karma to Ishvara. That is called Ishvara Pranidhanani. After Yama Niyamas, asana, yoga asana. By yogasana, we can attain, or one can attain good health, physical health, mental health, and also we can attain blissful state. In yogasana, Hatha Yoga Pradipika is one of the best and standard text has to follow about these asanas. Before these asanas, Kriya, yoga kriyas were also described in Gharendra Samhita like standard text. In this Gharendra Samhita, Varisara Kriya and about Shanka Prakshalana Kriya. This is the basic yoga Kriya to cleanse our body. Before starting this yoga asanas, we have to cleanse our body by this yoga kriyas. Yoga kriyas, these yoga kriyas were very simple to follow. Just simply wake up early in the morning 5 a.m. or like Brahma Muhurta, that will be start at 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. Everyone should awake at that time and just simply drinking 1 liter of water, so that our after drinking that water, 5 movements has to do. These and all movements were described and were disclosed in my channel, YouTube channel also, that is GMK World. By the opportunity of East Trust, you can see that channel also. You can follow these 5 asanas, so that by yoga kriyas one can cleanse body. This is called yoga kriya yoga. After that kriya yoga, we have to maintain simple asanas. In Patanjali Yoga Sutras, many sutras were described about asanas. Sthiram Sukham Asanam means any asana should have maintained the sthiram without disturbing our body. Sukham, we have to be in stable position, that can be called as asana. Even it be very simple asana like Sukhasana or Padmasana or Swastikasana or Trikonasana. Trikonasana is very simple to practice, and by doing this Trikonasana, we can reduce our weight tremendously, and we can reduce our surrounding stomach fat around our stomach. We can reduce within span of 1 month. One can reduce even 2 inch of waist or stomach. That tremendous result will give Trikonasana. By doing this Trikonasana only for 10 minutes only. Like that, if we have to do pranayama after asana, pranayama will come to the next step of this asana in Ashtanga Yoga. Pranayama means we can increase our prana by doing this pranayama. Everyone can follow by simple technique, that is pranayama means breathing very slowly. That is called simply pranayama. If we take one example, we have to breathe in 4 seconds and holding 6 seconds, and exhalation will be 6 seconds, so that it will be called as simple pranayama. We have to take inhalation for few seconds and holding for few seconds, and we have to exhale for holding seconds. Means if we observe in pranayama, many pranayamas are available to do very easily. Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, Brahmari pranayama. Like that, Brahmari pranayama will control endocrine system very excellently. If one can do Brahmari pranayama, that will result to control or to balance our total endocrine system by doing this simple Brahmari pranayama. We can see just this pranayama in 1 minute. Now I will show this very simple pranayama now immediately. We have to deep breathe and we have to put our thumbs in our ears without audible any sounds surrounding us, and just simply we can close our eyes like this. I will do just 2 times this Brahmari pranayama. This is will give tremendous results, excellent results. Just inhale deeply and pronounce this like humming bee. Like this, we can do Brahmari pranayama. This Brahmari pranayama is very simple to do and very simple to practice. This pranayama will give result to, it is very useful to every girl, teenage girl and woman to remove PCOD problems, PCOS problems, and all the hormonal imbalances, and also it will remove the disturbances in menstruation cycle. It will very useful to every girl and every woman. This Brahmari pranayama has to do every day, minimum for 18 times, and we have to spend around 10 minutes. Like this, many asanas, like simple asana, trikonasana, and like simple pranayama, like Brahmari, will give excellent results in everyday life. And after this asana, next step, yamaniyama asana pranayama pratyahara. Pratyahara means this is withdrawal of senses. Means senses we had vision, we will audible, and we will taste by tongue, we will feel the touch by skin, we will smell with our nose. These are all senses. By attaining this pratyahara stage, one can withdraw all the senses. This is the ladder between Bahiranga Yoga and Antaranga Yoga. Bahiranga Yoga means Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama. And Antaranga Yoga means Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. This Pratyahara stage is the ladder between these Bahiranga Yoga and Antaranga Yoga. By practicing this Bahiranga Yoga, we can enter inner side of ourselves so that we can see what will be the inside about inside in our heart or inside our manas. We can darshan God or Ishvara inside our manas or our heart. This is the Raja Yoga, or this is the, we can call it as Dhyana Yoga. And in ancient period, many types of yogas described like Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, Kriya Yoga. Like this, many yogas were described. If we See example in Bhakti Yoga, Kabir Das or Mirabai. Like this, many Bhakti Yogas, Ram Bhakta Ramadas, like this, many attained blissful state by through this Bhakti Yoga. If we see Dhyana Yoga, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and like many people doing this Dhyana Yoga, they can attain blissful state by this Dhyana Yoga. If we see Karma Yoga, like Mahatma Gandhi and like many these independence leaders, many leaders were followed this Karma Yoga and they can also attain blissful state by this Karma Yoga. Like this, many types of yoga one can attain, one can choose any type of yoga and they can attain this blissful state. And some great yogis, they will by birth they will attain gnana yoga. Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he is one gnana yogi. He attained through gnana yoga, he attained blissful state. Like that, pratyahara stage is the important stage. We can go inner side of our manas. Then dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These three stages described in sadhana pada of Patanjali Yoga Sutras. These are the highest steps to attain the blissful state in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Dharana means concentration. One can attain this ekagra sthiti, ekagra stage through this dharana. Dharana means concentration. If one can focus on one object, or only one aim, first he will attain this dharana state. If this dharana state will continually going on without any breaks, that can be called as dhyana sthiti. This explained very well in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Dhyana sthiti. This dhyana sthiti will continue absolutely without knowing self. That is called samadhi, samadhi sthiti. In this samadhi sthiti, nirbija samadhi sthiti, bija samadhi sthiti, were described in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. In depth, we have to study this samadhi sthiti. Final samadhi sthiti is called dharma megha samadhi sthiti. About this dharma megha samadhi sthiti, Patanjali Yoga Sutras in Kaivalya Pada, it explained very well. Before attend this Kaivalya Pada, one can observe Vibhuti Pada, and we can call it as supernatural powers, animadi powers and supernatural powers. By attaining this Vibhuti Pada or Vibhuti state, one can materialize the gold-like ornaments. We can see Satya Sai Baba, Sri Satya Sai Baba, that he materialized many gold chains and many Atmalingas and Vibhuti like he materialized from the space. One of our great scientists said E is equal to mc square. Einstein, he said E is equal to mc square. It possible by attaining only by this yoga sthiti, kaivalya sthiti or vibhuti yoga. It proved in this Kali Yuga we can observe by Satya Sai Baba life history, we can see that Kaivalya state or Vibhuti state in this Kali Yuga. We can see that great Gnana Yogi, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Like that, many people from Patanjali, Maharshi Patanjali till now, Sri Satya Sai Baba, hundreds of people were attained this blissful state through Gnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Kriya Yoga. Like this, many people were attained this blissful state. And we can observe a great statement by the author of Bhagavad Gita. Yoga is the journey of self through the self to the self. In ourself, God is there in Manas. That described in Sadhana Pada of Yoga Sutras in a simple word, that is Pranava. Pranava means Omkara. One can attain this blissful state through this Pranava, Omkara. This about this pronunciation, how to pronounce this Omkara, these and all explained in many Upanishads. If we see Mandukya Upanishad, that Mandukya Upanishad explained very clearly about Omkara. If we observe Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it explained about Udgita. Chandogya Upanishad explained about Udgita. Means pronunciation of this Omkara very loudly. Oh. Like this. It explained very well how to pronounce this Omkara in Chandogya Upanishad. This called as Udgita. And after this Upanishads, later yogic texts like Gharendra Samhita and Shiva Samhita, like this many Samhitas explained about asana, pranayama, mudra, bandha, kriya yogas, like that. Simply by doing hand gestures like this. This we can call dhyana mudra or yoga mudra. Like this, by keeping these mudras also, one can attain our everyday life, health. Now I will tell simple mudras in 5 minutes, in a few minutes. If we observe our hands, this we can call as Akasha Tattva, Prudvi Tattva, Jala Tattva, Agni Tattva, Vayu Tattva. By seeing these combinations, we can keep mudras. This is Apana Vayu Mudra. By keeping this Apana Vayu Mudra every day, morning 10 minutes, evening 10 minutes, we can remove our gas trouble problem simply by keeping this mudra. By keeping this mudra, Vyana mudra, we can control blood pressures. We can control our blood pressure to normal state by keeping this Vyana mudra. By keeping this Vyana Apana Prana, Prana Mudra. By keeping this Prana Mudra, all women's, those who are very weakness, they can become very strong by keeping this Prana Mudra. Like this very simple mudras, we can attain our health. So everyone should follow this yoga in everyday life, and we are all attain healthy life in physical, in mental, and also in spiritual life. If anybody interested in joining or in doing this yoga, they can contact me or Manushi Yoga Center. Manushi Yoga Center is globally present around the globe. They were conducting many excellent yoga camps throughout in India and also throughout the world. Everyone has to follow and get this excellent opportunity to learn yoga. By this, we can close this yoga session, and I am very much thankful to Dr. Natarajan and Dr. Jayanti Madam of Manishi Yoga, and I am very much thankful to this Manishi Yoga by giving this excellent opportunity to share my experience and my views about this yoga. And I am Murali Krishna. I am residing at Kurnool, and I am practicing yoga from 20 years. By this, we will close this session. Thank you. Namaste.